walked straight into that bank, looked the teller in the eye, and said robbery. Then I just stood there waiting for the cops to show. Everyone figured I'd lost it. A structural engineer, University of Chicago grad, whole future ahead of me. Why rob a bank? But I knew exactly what I was doing. I had to get inside Fox River within a month. Because my brother Lincoln had exactly 1 month before they executed him. In court, my lawyer wanted to fight for me, but all I wanted was to get locked up. The judge couldn't make sense of it. Guy with no violent history, no money problems. Why rob a bank? I didn't explain anything, just asked to be sent somewhere close to home. When the judge granted my request, I felt this quiet relief. First thing I met inside was Captain Bellick, nastiest piece of work you'll ever see. My cellmate Sucre was eager to show me the ropes, give me the lay of the land. He pointed out the players one by one, the old guy with the cat, D.B. Cooper, and the prison's walking commissary. I acted like I was listening, but I only cared about one person. When Sucre pointed to Solitary and mentioned the guy who killed the vice president's brother, I asked what his name was. Sucre couldn't figure why I'd be interested in someone that dangerous. Had to tell him straight.
Because he's my brother.
Lincoln raised me. I know he doesn't lie to me. If he says he was framed, then he was framed, and I am getting him out. To see Lincoln, I needed access to prison industry, but John Abruzzi runs that show, and he had no use for some fish, told me to get lost. I dropped a paper crane on his poker table. He had his guys throw me out. Back in my cell, the warden suddenly called for me. Turns out he wanted help fixing some structural problem with a Taj Mahal model. Annie Khan would kill for this kind of access, but I turned him down flat. Lincoln had 1 month left. I didn't have time for arts and crafts.
They went through here. Guard!
Abruzzi's crew got word from the outside. Anonymous letter with photos of a key witness, plus a paper crane. Abruzzi came looking. We got into it. Warden decided to teach me a lesson. 90 days in the hole. I had to cut a deal. Help with his Taj Mahal. But I also needed to get close to Dr. Sara Tancredi. I'd done my homework. Governor's daughter. Working here because of family issues. I started claiming diabetes. Needing insulin shots. Perfect cover to get close to her and scope out potential routes through the medical wing. Problem was, I don't actually have diabetes. The insulin was making my hands shake like crazy. Sara was getting suspicious, wanted to run some tests next time. Had to find Benjamin. He is the prison's pharmaceutical connection. Asked him to get me something to counteract the insulin. Slid the money across. He agreed to help. Abruzzi needed to find that witness, so he agreed to let me work in the factory. I can finally see my brother. While we changed clothes, I laid out the escape plan. Lincoln told me not to risk it. Said even if we got out, we'd need money to survive. I glanced over at D.B. Cooper, changing his shoes. Then at Abruzzi. I already had the money and connections lined up. They just didn't know it yet. But breaking out of a maximum. Security prison isn't exactly simple. Lucky for me, when this place got renovated a few years back, my company had the contract. I know every inch of this place. To make sure I didn't forget any detail, I had the entire blueprint tattooed on my body. I had the layout, now I needed tools. Used a mirror to reflect some letters, copied them down. Then went to work on the bleachers during yard time. The bolts holding those seats, perfect size and material to file down into an Allen wrench. Started working one loose with a coin. Then Teabag showed up with his boyfriend. This was his territory. He made his disgusting proposition. Told me to grab his pocket and follow him. Then nobody would mess with me. I turned him down cold. Next day I came back. Tag caught me working the bolt. Had to hand it over to him.
Girl Scouts, is there a problem over there?
He pretended to stretch and passed it to his boyfriend. Race war was brewing in the prison. While Teabag was busy preparing, I slipped into his cell looking for that bolt. He caught me again. I had a sudden flash of inspiration.
I want in.
Next day, Benjamin had gotten the medication. He pulled me into a corner, but called some guys to surround me. Turns out he thought I'd joined the white supremacists. No more drugs for me. Even I lost my cool there. You can plan everything down to the last detail, but people are the one thing you can't control. Then the guards suddenly called count. One guy stepped out of line. That was the signal for war. In the chaos, Teabag's punk came at me with that bolt. He took him down and grabbed the bolt. Just as he attacked again, someone rushed over and stabbed him multiple times. He died in my arms too. Bag saw the whole thing. Thought I'd killed his boy, swore he'd get revenge. Before I could explain, the guards fired tear gas. I made it back to my cell in the confusion. I had the bolt, but I'd made an enemy of Teabag for life.